Hey, what's up, guys? Uh, First things first, I want to give a big shout out to my managing mod, Christy Nevada, for allowing me to use this piece of content of hers. And please go over to her channel and leave it a like and a subscribe, please. What we are getting into tonight is one of the original uh, news interviews from Creme 2 News. Now, let's get into it, guys.
North Idaho, where four University of Idaho students were found dead in an off-campus house yesterday morning. Today, both the university and police identified the students who were killed. Three of them are from Idaho. News Channel 7's Andrew Bartline and photographer Troy Colson made their way up to Moscow today. Andrew is now live at the scene. So, Andrew, what can you tell us since you've arrived there?
Well, first off, we'll set the scene for where we are on campus. It's kind of the corner of Queen and King. If you're not familiar with their roads, I mean, it's just kind of off the campus, kind of near one of those Greek row sections as it's sort of
Pardon
broken
the
into two here
buffering.
up at the University of Idaho, pretty close to that water tower. We talked with the Moscow mayor, Art Bedke. He tells us that it's just the start of an investigation. He tells us that this scene is complex. It's going to take time to work through. He said the Idaho State Police is going to be bringing up a mobile unit to the area as well to sort of sort through this more complex crime scene, he says there's no ongoing threat at the time. Wanted to make that clear and echo what we've heard from police, but there is no suspect. There's nobody in custody right now in relation to this. Now, this quote that's going around, a crime of passion that has been seen in several media outlets published. He clarified that to us. The mayor is not saying.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, quite possibly it could have been a crime of passion. I mean, we don't know for sure. You know, a lot of that stuff's been debunked, but you have to go back to the injury patterns, how Kaylee got it more brutal than Maddie and Xana and Ethan. And she had just broken up with her longtime boyfriend, Jack Decor, like 3 weeks before that. And she even unadded him on everything, all of her social medias. And, well, we heard from Christy Gonzalez that, oh, it was just a break. They were going to get married and have kids. Well, um, you don't unadd somebody from all your socials if it's just a break. And I mean, I would really like to know exactly what Maddie told Adam, and when Kaylee asked Maddie, "What did you tell Adam?" I told Adam everything. Could that coincide with what happened that night? Possibly. I mean, we'll never know for sure. Especially with, I believe it was Jack Showalter saying, they're going to get you for this. Now, I'd like to know what he meant by they're going to get you for this. I hate buffering.
Saying it is a crime of passion. He says it could be a crime of passion. He also clarified that it could have been a burglary gone wrong. There's a couple different options right now, but again, complex scene, working through it to find out. Now, we'll show you what some video of this looks like earlier today as you're looking around at this area. The tape is still up. As Doug said, 4 students dead. That they were found around noon yesterday. It is a homicide investigation. And now the names are known to us. It's Ethan Chapin, Madison Mogan, Xana Cornoodle, and Kaylee Goncalves. And we talked with a neighbor who lives right next door to them. She said she knew nothing the night of, but police cars the day after sort of woke them up around noon. And now she says her and all of her roommates and people on this block are going home early for Thanksgiving break.
A lot of people left last night, and then we were like, I know we were like the only like one of the only ones who like actually stayed here last night. My mom has called me every single hour for like since like 7 a.m. this morning. So yeah, they want me to come home if I don't feel safe. They just said come home. Like a week worth of school isn't worth it. Like if you're just gonna be scared every night. So it was just like every little noise. I was like, is someone in the house? Like I don't know. And it was just scary. Like it's all just shocking and scary. Like I never would have thought that this would have happened here.
The university canceled classes today. Classes are scheduled to resume tomorrow, but as we mentioned, a handful of students are leaving early. And actually the scene right now, if you want to take us back, you can see that a car is actually now driving in onto the property. This is a Moscow police car. There's already one police car on the property right now, so that would make it two. That other car has been there since we got here earlier today. That was around, I believe, 4 o'clock Mountain Time. So
I really just love how the way the police just drive right onto the crime scene. And speaking of the crime scene, the way the police was investigating the crime scene was really, really haphazard. It was haphazard. You had people going in without gloves on or without booties on, and they were just trekking in and out of the house. I wonder if they changed their booties, if they had booties on. It was really just a total cluster mess as far as the crime scene investigation went. It was a cluster mess. I mean, just like Kaylee's dad said, that they were in over their heads from day one, and I do believe they were in over their heads from day one. And exactly why are we going to give somebody like Corporal Brett Payne 24 hours into the homicides the title of lead investigator? That man can't lead investigate nothing. He can maybe lead investigate himself to his own house. That PCA, the probable crap affidavit, wasn't a one-man job. It was Payne, Blaker, and Mowry. They all three wrote their own PCAs and combined it into one. Basically, copy and paste. Now, I mentioned in the last video about Yvonne Woods, the CBI forensic scientist. How for years she was manipulating data as far as IgG goes, deviating from standard protocols, cutting corners, and she got caught. She got caught by an intern there at the CBI. And mark my words, they're doing the same damn thing in this case. Deviating from standard protocol as far as Brian's IgG goes, and cutting corners. It don't take 3 different entities to do IgG. ISP, from ISP it went to Othram, from Othram it went to the FBI. No chain of custody going from one to the other to the other. And I'm starting to wonder if Judge Hippler isn't a puppet for someone. Is he a puppet for the state? Because he denied every single freaking motion that the defense put in as far as suppression and for the Franks hearing. And he penalized them for he wanted something concise, so they turned in a 2,000-page document. So he said, that's too many pages. Trim it down some. So that's what the defense did. They took that 2,000-page document and trimmed it down to 1,000 pages, and he still denied their motions. He's not unbiased. He's biased as all hell. Saying that Dylan was a credible witness and a reliable witness. That woman changed her story I don't know how many times. And then the old, well, he was white. I don't know how he was white, but he was white. Talk about the most moronic statement ever. In a dimly lit house, you're guessing on his color? Oh, wait, I forgot. She was drunk and didn't know what was going on, didn't know if it was real or a dream, and she really had no clue. And that person, Judge Hippler said was a credible and reliable a witness. She is not credible. She didn't know what was going on that night. She was drunk. And then he had the audacity to say Brett Payne and Detective Mowry were credible and reliable witnesses. Get a new judge. I know it's not going to happen, but they seriously need to reconsider Judge Hippler because clearly, he's a puppet for the state and he's unbiased. I hope you guys have a good night. And please make sure you go give Christy Nevada a like and a subscribe. She does amazing work. This judge is he irritates me. He walked the defense in to a trap. He sprung the trap by denying all their motions. Dylan's a credible and reliable witness. Brett Payne's a credible and reliable witness. Detective Mowry's a credible and reliable witness. No, they're not. Dylan was drunk, didn't know what was going on, didn't know it was real or a dream. Brett Payne relies on the work of others, and he stated that early on in this case on the stand when he testified right before Cy Ray did. And Cy Ray even found problems in the cast report and said that they didn't use the AT&T cell tower data. Without that, the cast report is just a piece of paper. It's not evidence. Because Mowry didn't even finish the full drive time. I'm sorry. Brian's being railroaded and screwed, not only by the state of Idaho, but by the judge. This is True Crime Unraveled. I'm out. Thanks for listening to my rant. You guys have a good night. Peace.